Okay, hello first grade. I need you to 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Show me your Mona, and then let's get started for art. So welcome to my virtual art room. This is where I have been teaching from home, and I am excited that you guys are going to get to learn from my pink and green and kind of crazy setup that I have here. So today we are going to be learning about overlapping shapes and how we can create a design that's with overlapping shapes, and it's kind of something that's a little abstract, but I think will turn out beautiful and will be really fun. So first we need to think of some shapes. And now for this project, I think it'll be a little bit better if you go ahead and you make your shape like I would say maybe like the size of your hand or so, just because if you make it too tiny, you're going to have to trace it too many times, and I don't want to make you sit there for a long time making all these tiny shapes. So if you make it a shape that is a decent size, or if you can go ahead and trace something that you already have in your house, trying to look around and see, that will help as well. So you can use like the bottom of a cup. You can use maybe the bottom of a box. If you have like a small box, that could be like a rectangle or a square. I'm trying to think, what else can we use here? Anything you can think of that you can trace the bottom of with your parents' permission will create a shape, and you're more than welcome to use it. So first shape I'm going to think of is a square. Now I want you to remember that shapes are lines just connected to itself. Then we're going to do a circle. Then we're going to do a triangle. Okay. And if they're not perfect, that's okay. Look at mine isn't even perfect either. We're going to cut them out and then trace on another piece of paper. So we need 2 pieces of paper. You need one to practice your shapes and then one to cut out, and then one to trace them on top. If you don't have enough paper, or if it's hard to trace with a piece of paper, what I usually use is a folder, like the file folders that if you have any of those in your house, or any kind of like cardstock or thicker, something that has a little bit more weight to it to help trace so it's not difficult. If not, then plain paper will work, and if you don't have any of that, then we're just going to try our best to make the same shape over and over again, and we will make this work, okay? So now let's see, and I'm going to practice drawing a diamond, and we're going to go, it's like a triangle, it's like 2 triangles stuck together, and I'm drawing it upside down, so it might not be the best. And then let's do a rectangle. Okay, so I'm going to sit here and I'm going to just pick which one I think I like the best. And I'm going to pick my triangle here. Okay, and now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cut my triangle out with a pair of scissors. Now if you don't have scissors, please ask your parents for help for this. Or if you really don't have any scissors and you are just doing it on your own, then don't worry about it. I'll show you the other way we're going to go ahead and do it in just a couple minutes. I'm trying to make this art at home thing as easy as I can. Okay. So here's my triangle. And I used a marker so I can go ahead and see the edges around it to help me. So now I'm going to take my piece of paper and I'm just going to put it down anywhere. And your shape doesn't have to be perfect. I want you to, if it has sides that it can kind of look like it's like laying differently, I want you to go ahead and let it kind of lay differently. Let's look at the design I have back here. You see how all my shapes that when I made this in college and art school, they're kind of all going different directions. Nothing really is going the same direction except for the circles in the back, because a circle has no sides, so unless it's different sizes, you wouldn't really notice much of a difference with the circle. So now I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to take my marker. And I'm going to, try my best to trace. Now when you trace, I'm doing it upside down, but the best thing to do is to put it flat on the paper and hold 2 fingers down on your tracer. So we'll go, the next step, I'll just put it right here like this. So I'm going to overlap it now. So I want my shapes to touch each other. And I want you to use, you can use as much as, it kind of looks like pizza. I want you to use as much of the page as you can, okay? So now we're going to go this way. And you don't have to worry about your lines crossing each other because that's the whole idea of this project. You're going to see how one single shape can make a pretty cool design. So now I'm going to go to the other end of my triangle here and turn it whichever direction I want. So I want you to try to do this. If you don't know how many times, you can do it at least 6 times. If you want to do it more, you can go ahead and do it more. Okay. Now let's go this way. And the more you overlap them, the cooler it looks. I'm using blue so you can see them. If you want to use different colors, you can. But I think in my example, we just have darker colors to kind of make your own like coloring sheet in a way. All right, now let's see. Let's go down here. Oops. And if you don't trace it exactly, that's totally fine. You're not even going to notice. Mine aren't traced perfectly either. Okay, and then we're just going to do one more just for right now so I can show you the next step. Let's go up here. All right, so perfect. Here we have 6 shapes that are overlapping, and there's no right or wrong way to do this project. You can do it however you want. If you don't have a tracer, or I mean if you don't have scissors and things to make a tracer, that's okay. What I want you to do then is pick on your sheet, just pick whatever one your favorite shape is, and either turn the paper over on the back to save paper, or go to your fresh side here, and I want you just to then go ahead and try your best to draw the shape on your own. Okay? We all need practice drawing shapes, so that's fine. Okay, and that'll do as well. So then, after you have all of that, you're going to go ahead and pick your favorite colors, and you are going to color this in all of the sections. So let's see, I have some really cool markers here. I'm just going to take a couple colors. I'll take purple, and let's do orange. These are my Mickey Mouse markers. They have Mickey and Minnie and all of them on the edges, so they're pretty cute. Okay, so let's take our marker, and I'm just going to randomly color in where my shapes overlapped. Now try your best not to keep the same color next to each other. If you do accidentally, that's okay. But you see how I do orange there? So I'm going to go all the way over here and color this orange. So then I can leave room for another color in those areas. Now let me go ahead and I'm going to take my purple. Okay, so I want you to go in, and you don't need to watch me color all of this in here because we'll be here forever. You don't have to obviously use purple, blue, and orange like I did. And I'm just quickly doing this. I want you to try to cover all that white there Okay, boys and girls? All right. So there you have it. And try to just cover even outside here. If you want to keep going, you can go ahead and add more shapes, or you can color it whatever color or design you want, just as long as you get this idea on your paper. So I want to thank you, boys and girls and parents, so much for your overwhelming response to our first week virtual. If you can, please send it to me on Class Dojo. If your classroom is, or your class is not on Class Dojo, please just send it to me in an email. That is totally fine. If I take a little bit to respond, please know I'm getting there. I teach K through 6, so I have a lot of emails and messages coming through, and I'm doing my best to keep up with them all. If by chance, when you go on Skyward and you see that I don't have a letter on your child's fourth quarter section, please just send me another email and I will make sure to go ahead and address it. Sometimes things get opened and accidentally and I don't realize it. But thank you all so much. If you have any other questions, please go ahead and email me. And I hope you all are doing well. I miss you all, and please stay healthy and stay safe. And we'll get ready for next week. Bye.